Camera speed.
And 3, 2, 1, let's go! So when we were first approached by FUJIFILM on this project, we wanted to push the limits of the camera, and we started that with the story. So we came up with a story about a man who is a workaholic and has his nightmare come to life in a way where he can't leave the office. He's stuck there forever, essentially. And this story is kind of inspired by our own experience being in this industry where we do work a lot of overtime and we work in the office till late hours at night, and we were challenged to come up with an interesting and compelling story, and this is what we came up with.
What I really like about this camera is that it's in a very small form factor. It has an APS-C sensor.
Given the small form factor, it was very easy to bring the camera into tight spaces and to rig it up in positions that we can't normally do with our bigger cinema camera.
It's very light, and any lens that I adapt to it, it has great autofocus capabilities.
And it also allows us for a lot of flexibility. We could make things up on the go, we could try and change up the shots and play around with new angles with much ease, because we had the ability to move around much quicker and much more efficiently with a smaller setup.
For example, as you can see in the footage behind the scenes, I was running with a small gimbal with just the camera, and I don't exactly need a focus puller because I can always track the talent that I'm shooting with and just move along with it. That really shaved off a lot of weight for my hands, so I can shoot longer and do a longer one take. It can record 4K resolution up to 120 frames per second. And if you need a little bit more room, you can always switch it up to 6.2K resolution up to 30 frames per second. Now, the resolution is not the only thing I like about this camera. It's the fact that I can record in those resolution in ProRes format. You can go up to ProRes 422 HQ, ProRes, LT, and Proxy.
We wanted to push the limits of the camera, and we started that with the story. So we came up with a story that's a little darker. We wanted to fully utilize the low light capabilities of the camera.
I love their color profiles. I love how the skin tone was rendered within this camera. And with the introduction of their F-Lock tool within this camera, you can get 14 stops of dynamic range.
And we wanted to play with the contrast and to create scenes that evoke a mood that we were looking for. Mainly sense of loneliness, insanity, desperation, and these were kind of like the mood and the feeling we were trying to create in this film.
As you watch over time, you can see there's one shot. It's a very long wide shot, very slow and eerie. Instead of the camera being pushed in, the lens is actually doing a slow power zoom to capture the feel of eerie, claustrophobic kind of feel. This is a shot where it tells the story of this guy being isolated. He's trapped in time. We drove to a nearby multi-level storey car park, set up the camera, zoom it in all the way to 400mm, and it creates that really nice wide telephoto look, makes the character feel like he's isolated and trapped in time.
Now, one thing I really do like about working on this project is having a small crew. Sometimes it's refreshing to be able to work closely with just a bunch of your crewmates and not to have to worry about all the logistics and just having just being more close and intimate on set. I do feel it lets more creativity flow, because you can be more on the fly with your decisions. You have a lot more flexibility in making your decisions, and that's something I really do enjoy. It almost has like that college project feel to it, you know? Alright, thank you guys so much. That's a wrap! You're so quiet over here. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. That's a wrap for this shoot. So I just want to say we really appreciate all the people at FUJIFILM for trusting us with this project and letting us try out their brand new camera. We absolutely loved it and would love to work more on these projects together. And if you have not watched the short film yet, please go and check it out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it.